Limelight, Rush, and Lyrics YouTube video.
Yeah, see?
All right.
So I will ask you politely to suck it.
I didn't tell you you were wrong.
You're going to get some friendly fire on this.
Why?
You know why.
I didn't doubt it. I
didn't.
was just going to say that the Beastie Boys made a lot of music videos with fisheye lenses, if that applies, and if we could possibly get off Rush.
Living on a lighted stage approaches. Is that the second verse?
Yep.
Give me the first few words.
Living in a fisheye lens.
Living in a fisheye lens, I only know this tune.
Caught in the camera eye.
Caught in a fisheye lens, caught in the camera eye.
Do you think that song was about the Beastie Boys?
I don't think it was. No, and we're not going to get off Rush as much as you want.
Maybe it's about skaters. They use fisheye lenses a lot.
There's a lot of fisheye
We are
lenses.
not going to get off Rush. This is our all Rush episode.
I'm happy to talk about skateboard videos or anything.
Nope. My point is this.
Tony Hawk.
I'm disappointed by the Rush camp,
Lance Mountain.
the Never Not Funny supporters.
What the hell?
It's enough. I don't care that Geddy Lee was talking to Dan Rather. He's got 5 minutes to call us.
Boy. If only we'd had a Dan Rather connection. Maybe we could have worked it out, just in the middle of that interview, if Dan Rather just handed him a phone.
Hey, here's these guys. And then he rolls his eyes. Then they
won't leave me alone.
He's going to leave me alone. Oh, here's these guys again.
Yeah.
I did contact my connection and told them that it didn't happen. He was sincerely bummed out because he thought he was going to be able to make it happen.
Who was your connection, Neil Peart?
Yeah. It was a member of Rush.
You were trying to get to Geddy Lee.
Yeah, I'm that asshole.
He was insulted.
Hey, you're friends with Ray Romano. Could you get him on? We don't want you, but can you get Ray? I could never do that. I can't. But I know people that would go. You know what? We don't really want Neil Peart, but we do want Geddy Lee. So Neil, can you help us?
Right.
You're an asshole.
I wonder. Well, that guy gets so many accolades, and I'm sure he gets a ton of. Maybe not in 2017, but he gets plenty of attention and plenty of requests. I wonder if he would just think that was funny.
Neil?
Yeah. Or would he still just be insulted? I guess it depends on his personality.
I don't. You know what? He is. I got to watch that documentary again. On the Lightest Stage, I think it's called.
Isn't there like a two-part thing about them? Is that them?
What's the wrong it's a documentary where they, Alex and Geddy kind of host it.
Is it like 4 hours long?
It's lengthy, but it's good. It's very, very good.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. I think he's just kind of a recluse. He had some. Neil Peart had some family matters, people passing away sadly, and but I think he's a recluse.
So by all means, he would enjoy this phone call.
Yeah, he's. Maybe he's at home, just waiting for that phone to ring.
Could be.
You don't know what's happening with him as he thinks about flying out of YYZ Airport Code. Anyway, welcome to the program, 2113. Elliot Hochberg is here. We'll go around the horn later and say hello to Garen. He's got the headset on. Garen and I arrived at the same time today. I saw him getting out of a black SUV that looked very limo-like.
Oh my gosh!
I know it was just an Uber, but it made you look. Because of light, MC Light being in this building, and other things that we have an agency across the way. That would be no surprise if
there's always like a SUV limo, not a stretch one, but like one of those cars.
Any given day.
Yeah. So when I saw the door open, I was like, "Oh, who's this?" And then here comes Mush. So here he comes limping out.
What if he had walked into the Light studio? I'm sorry, I'm here for Light today.
Well, I'd welcome it. I'd welcome him to have the. But Garrett's got something wrong with his leg. What happened?
No, what?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's
the Achilles.
I can't see it. There's just this weird pain, like right here. It's not excruciating. It just.
But you can't say right here on the radio,
back of my foot
Garrett.
here, right here.
So the Achilles.
Yeah, like right around the Achilles.
Right around the Achilles. You think it's hamstring?
It might be hamstring. Yeah.
Oh boy,
hamstring's up in the.
That's higher up. Yeah.
Yeah. What is this right here? What is this? Is that the?
It's the muscle, isn't it?
Yeah, but what's the name of it? What's the name of that muscle?
You mean the calf?
In the back, yeah.
Yeah, the calf muscle.
It's just calf muscle?
I'm sure there's a medical term for it, but
they have lots of terms.
Whenever I hear when a baseball player does that, I'm just ignoring you two idiots. When they say he pulled they don't say he pulled I guess they say he pulled a calf muscle, or do they say he pulled he's out with a strained blah blah? Well, they'll say hamstring.
Like they'll say M4 or whatever. That's not it, but But they'll come up. There's terms. that they
M4 is never. I've never heard the word M4 in my entire
Well,
life.
if you were in England and it was one of the roads, you might. But yeah.
Yeah, but we're talking muscles.
I
now.
think that's more when they're talking about like spinal.
Maybe.
The bones and the.
Yeah, that's more spinal. Yeah, you got to fuse the M4 and M5 together to alleviate the pain.
Yeah. Except it's probably isn't. M is probably not the word.
It may not be M.
Yeah.
It's something. What do you got, Garen? You got a calf muscle name?
No, well, there's the gastrocnemius.
Yeah, we're talking about the gastrocnemius.
But that
sounds like
is the uppermost of the two calf muscles.
Oh, really? Boy, gastro sounds stomachy.
Yeah.
Stomach and intestinal.
Quadriceps, that's the front of the thigh.
Yeah, that's your quads. I've torn my quad many a time.
Adductors, that's inner thigh. Hamstrings, back of the thigh.
Right?
Soleus is the calf muscle, works with and lies underneath the gastrocnemicus.
Boy, nobody ever says you got a strained soleus.
I think they just say calf.
They must
muscle.
just say calf muscle.
Certainly never say strain gastro whatever. That
No,
is.
I've never heard that in my life. I would assume that he had a stomach issue, like you said earlier. Why is this? He must have. That's like the doctor way of saying he's got, diarrhea or whatever. It would be like
Right.
he's out with gastro, blah blah blah. All right. Well, Garen, we wish you a lot of luck with whatever muscle it is that's hurting you.
Karen, how did you do in your? You had a trivia.
Oh yeah.
I was going to ask when we go around the horn.
Okay. I couldn't wait.
I can wait. I've been here since I was 20 minutes early, so I've had to avoid conversation with Garen for 20 minutes.
Wow.
As he and Ryan McMiniman, the president of AST Records.
Excuse me.
What?
I'm the president.
Who's he?
I don't know. He's the co-president.
Hang on a second.
He's not. He doesn't even know his own title.
Hey, Ryan, what's your title in AST Records? I just called you president. Would you, co-owner?
Yeah.
You guys don't have a coffee shop. You have a record label.
Yeah, but it's just the two of us. We lead as two kings, to quote Tenacious D.
You don't think he does more than you?
Oh, of course he does.
Okay.
That's obvious.
You're the VP, but I understand.
But when we established it, I remember, on the LLC application or whatever, I put president for me, and I don't know what I put for Ryan.
Parliamentarian, he says.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you, Brian. Okay,
Chairman.
but we know, right? We know he does more.
Okay, well, often, look, Mike Pence does more than Donald Trump.
You just compared Ryan to Mike Pence.
So you think he's the VP and hates gays?
No, well,
You think he wants to throw some electricity into Garen?
I'm saying the president doesn't necessarily do the most.
In this case, he seems to. Sounds like you want to.
No, I'm the president.
It seems like right. I don't think you are.
But what I'm trying to say, and you won't listen to me, is that
I'm listening very clearly.
in a lot of cases, the president is not the hardest working person in the
There
country.
is nobody in this room listening more clearly than I to what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm negating it for humor.
But I'm telling you the facts.
I'm telling you the facts.
You're telling me fake
less than him,
Yeah, of course. I'm not denying
and
that.
you've got no business having
because
the word president.
I have to sit here and listen to your bullshit. That's why I do less.
And you're welcome. You're welcome. Would you be living in that home if we were just living on?
Nope.
I want to name somebody's album,
Yeah,
but I
you really
can't
can't.
do that to somebody.
No.
Should have said mine. Mine sells very well, of course. Wait, what's my point? Oh, so I was here early, so I had to avoid conversation with Garen and Ryan. They were talking about the movie that Garen saw, which, again, I will not speak about until we get to go around the horn.
Garen saw a movie and played a
He
trivia
had a big night last
tournament?
night. He had a big night last night.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Regrettable.
Stop talking until I come to you. We go around the horn. The horn is not going around right now.
Fair enough.
This early Friday start has rattled the three of you.
Yes.
You're rattled.
Oh, I am.
You're late.
It's horrible. There's no good coming of us recording this early. It's never been.
What if tomorrow? Not tomorrow. It's a Saturday. We're not going to get that call on a Saturday. What if Monday morning my representation says, you know what? We here at KWCD love Jimmy Pardo's Never Not Funny. We would like to offer them the morning show. Do you understand? We'd have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that would be
Now,
awful.
Would we get paid?
You get paid to be here.
Yes, but would we get paid more? Because that makes a difference.
You know what? I know how we're going to save some money in that budget immediately. With that attitude,
Yeah,
we're whacking you.
I don't remember a radio show needing a video producer.
That's fair.
But you adjust then, obviously. But
Yeah.
we are on a certain schedule, and this is a deviation from that schedule.
But aren't you up this early anyway?
I am, but I'm not hopping and popping on the
I'm
mic.
always hopping and popping.
I know, that's you.
You
but
know
I'm
me.
talking-
It doesn't matter where I go, I'm hopping and popping.
But I need a little more, like, I'm used to, like, having lunch and then coming in and then we do our thing.
My friend Rory O'Malley from the touring company of Hamilton, he's also been on Broadway. Very same role.
Yes.
Playing the king. He said to me the other day when he was in a conversation with you, he said, the room came alive when I finally showed up. So imagine, so I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm hopping and popping,
Right.
and you're a boring VP. That's the takeaway from this conversation.
You know, I thought you were going to say I was just listening to Rory's podcast, which is great. It's called Living the Dream. You should check it out. And he had his friend Josh Gad on the show. And but it was a rebroadcast of that interview. And at the beginning, he answered some questions from fans. And one of them was like, "What time do you go to sleep?" Because he performs, he has a schedule too. He's up until 1 or 2, and then he tries to get 7 or 8 hours of sleep. So he's up later. That's his schedule. Our schedule is we record in the afternoon. So we're all all the chemicals, everything is geared towards doing what we do in the afternoon.
Will you please tell me we're out Rory's sleep schedule?
It's about 7.5
I'd
hours.
like to hear more about Rory's sleep. That reminded me of when...
I just say my point was that's what I thought you were going to say.
No, my point is you're a boring VP. That was the whole point of that conversation. I'm hopping and popping, to use your words. One time on the Chicago message boards, Robert Lamb, and again, I've mentioned this in the past, whenever Robert Lamb graces them with his presence, Robert's kind of he's not very outgoing, and may or may not, depending on the person you talk to, be full of himself. That said, he's written some of the greatest classic rock songs of all time. And so maybe he has a little arrogance to him. I don't know the answer to that. He's always been very pleasant, these very few interactions I've had with him. But there was a time where he was answering, like, I would imagine management told the band, you need to be more interactive with social media. I recognize that you're all 70-year-old men and you don't understand this.
Yeah.
So why don't you do Q&As and that sort of thing? So whenever that would happen, people would think that he was there, like it wasn't live, it wasn't Reddit. He would say, ask a question, when I have time, I'll come back and answer it. Oh, Robert, before you go, like they're like chasing him like down a hallway on the internet. But I'm always reminded of this. Somebody said, what's your day like? And I may still not be through that post. It was literally a minute-by-minute answer of, well, I get up and then during the day I'll have a crisp apple or something like that to keep my energy up. And it was like, oh, good God. They just want to know, are you out partying? And then if so, when do you go to sleep? And then how? What do you do? It was minute by minute, which is a Doobie Brothers song.
Well, I will direct him to the Rory O'Malley podcast where Rory explains exactly how he sets. He's jazzed up after a show. He doesn't get home until after midnight, and then he maybe listens to a podcast or watches something with headphones because his husband's asleep, and then gets his 7.5 hours.
I don't disagree with any of that. When I am on the road, it is it's impossible to go to sleep after a show.
Yeah.
It's impossible. You're jazzed up. You meet the fans afterwards. You shake some hands. You spend 45 minutes rubbing their filth off your hands at a basin. Is that the right word? Why did that sound wrong in my head?
A wash basin?
Yeah, wash basin. That's what I stay in farms.
Yeah.
I'm strictly staying at farms.
Right.
I Airbnb farms when I go on the...
You tuck into the trough, maybe have some slop.
Yeah.
A little late night snack.
Yeah, I push the horse's head out of the way and I get something. Right? Boy, that'd be horrible. Stay in a barn. I would imagine that'd be spooky.
Are you allergic to hay? I know you have a lot of allergies.
I'm allergic. You know what I'm allergic to? Horses.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember you found that out with your allergist.
And worse than dog or cat.
Oh,
and
right.
hay is like number 5.
Well, hay is for horses.
Yeah.
It's better for cows. Pigs don't eat it because they don't know how. No? You don't know that jingle?
Remember who was it when Elliot did his crazy, I'm going to go into a bunker, and that person went, oh, it was Tom Simmons. And you heard the actual, Elliot just did that to you behind his music
You can't
control.
be mad at a children's rhyme.
Nobody's mad. You can be, a little bit. We're not.
Well, then you're heartless.
You can't like children's rhymes.
Sure, I love all rhymes. Rhymes are great.
Oh, God, are we back to the Beastie Boys? Is this your way to get back to that topic?
Yeah. They got more rhymes than Phyllis Diller.
Is that one of their?
So that was something that MCA